sun right in our faces.
Yeah. Yeah, really you want to be...
Want to be the other way around,
The
don't
camera needs to be
we? Yeah, over there somewhere.
over there.
Right, well, we've got one person. They're gone. Let's see that way around. It's much better.
Right.
You can't see the rod tips.
What about if you
But what?
put the leg on that rod cable up there?
I'll tell you what we have got. Let's try this. That's scary though, isn't it? No, you catching a fish? He's just earned himself a quid. Yeah, there's perfect. Right, so we need to. What you got? Pout. Right, bear with me, guys. No. Perfect. Right, how high does that go? I think that should. Should be perfect on this. How's that? A little bit higher. There we go. That's a bit better. Gets it out of the sun a little bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Too late.
What is it? Dogfish, you reckon? I'm going to put the quid there. If you want to try and double your money later on, come up with something if you want.
Well, I've got to define the better, right?
Yeah. There is a chance we'll have a place off of there.
So what are we going to do about setting up the other rods? For what? Is what I mean. With what? With a bigger bait?
Yeah, it looks squid or a mackerel bait. It's got to organise this rod because it's something's gone afoot on our journey. The problem is when you're live, can't have any music on.
Oh, because of copyright.
Copyright.
See.
I think you can. Right.
Yeah.
Decent size. It's been £10 big one then. Right. You use this one here. Probably take one of these legs, alright. Sorry?
Squid? Is it?
Yes, in that there's squid there, yeah. We've got a few. Morning, everyone. Where's the fucking... I'll wait for a few more people to come on before I explain our session today. fish. You get him? Lost him.
There's a really bouncy bite.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't a dogfish.
Right?
That wasn't a dogfish. Still not happy with that thing. Still not happy with it. There we go. Let's come up. It's a lovely day out here. Just trying to get this camera set up properly so you're not just watching our bodies move around. I think if I better? As high as I can go. Well, it's the sun. As soon as I put it up on there, I don't want the phone hanging out of the boat.
No. Because if you had it this way,
Yeah.
that angles that way.
Yeah, I tried it. It's just.
Is it?
Yeah, it's no good.
Okay.
We're nearly there. It's awkward. What can we do? Just trying to set up the camera angle a bit better so you can see. At the moment the sun's going to be buggering up the camera, I think. We need to be able to see the fishing rods. We'll just stick with this for the minute. We'll be able to show you some fish. Oh, if I just bring it down there. Yeah. It's lovely weather out here today. What's the camera like that? Can you? Is the sun distorting the camera, or is that just what I can see? What's the camera like, guys? Can you see a great deal? Got a bite, we've got a fish on. But can still see okay. Yeah, the sun is it's going to be a pain in the arse for the first couple of hours today, because I mean I'm going to keep trying to organise it so you guys can see a bit better. I think that's going to be our best option, like that. Yeah, that's our best option, but I mean it just cuts your head out a little bit once you stood up. We'll get this out of the way as well. That's a bit better. That's going to have to be like that, unfortunately, for the first probably a couple of hours until the sun's buggered off. Right, the live today was supposed to be a shark trip. Now it is beautiful out here, but we're tucked up in the Solent at the moment. Where we go fishing for sharks around the back of the island, the Isle of Wight, it's any easterly breezes through there, it picks up horrible. So I mean, by 9 o'clock we've got gusts of 17 mile an hour, which doesn't sound like a great deal, but once you're 10 miles off the back of the Isle of Wight, that's enough for it to be a sloppy day. It's not comfortable and it can get a bit dangerous, so we've called it off. Hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be able to get another weather window that we'll get shark in. We're all set up ready to go for it, but today we're going to be fishing for multiple species today, hoping for some plaice. More than likely we'll be finding pout, whiting, dogfish, the odd thornback ray. There might be the odd bass, and we might find some smoothhound today. We shall see. One of our friends fished quite close to this mark yesterday and they had a few smoothhounds up to about 12 pounds. So they've started running through the Solent now, so fingers crossed we do find some, because that'll be good fun on this light gear. But you're pretty much going to be a fly in the wall documentary today. There's, I won't be with you talking and chatting all day. We'll be just concentrating on the fishing, and you guys can just sit in the background and watch on. Got a bite there, Dad?
Oh, there it was.
Yeah. gave you the lucky rod, didn't I? That's what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God, it's warm. Warming up, isn't it?
It is.
Small fish.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Now what we're doing fishing wise is we've got 2 rods each. We're fishing one rod each with ragworm for the smaller species. So we'd be expecting pout, whiting, possibly plaice. You'll still pick up dogfish and things on that sort of bait, but mainly all the smaller species. And then we've got a second rod each. We're fishing with bigger hooks, bigger baits, in the hope for a ray. What we got here?
Here we are.
A couple of pout. Now that's the sort of smaller species we'll be looking for on the ragworm. If I could show you my sounder, it's lit up with pout and whiting down there at the moment. This is a really strange little mark that I found last year. We call it the 26 bank. It's a tiny little bank. There's no great features or anything like that. It does drop off onto a bit of rough ground about 100 yards behind us, but I can't work out why the fish are set up on it. There might be a mussel bed down there. It feels like sort of sand, muddy sand. There could be all sorts. There could be brittle stars down there, something like that. It's something that's holding the fish, but it can chuck up all sorts of bits and bobs on it. I had a nice thorn back here a little while ago actually. Oh, right. There's a shoulder bass over there, Dad. There's a shoulder bass over there.
For the shore.
Yeah. Do we up anchor and go for it? Oh, and I think we do. Right. We've got a shoulder bass roving in front of us, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull the anchor and we're going to go and lure fish for a few bass. It's going to be a bit hectic for a couple of minutes, but it'll be worth it. I've got a massive fish in there as well. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a ray on there. Right, we're into a ray, I think, as well. I didn't even see a bite. Yes, please. No, it's not a ray. Big old doggy. Another doggy. Here we go. Yeah, it's really kicking off over there. We better get over there. Bring the lid off of it. I think we've only got one spinning rod, Dad.
Hey?
We've only got one spinning rod.
That's all right.
have found some dinner for the night. I was hoping we'd find some few bass today. Three big broken shoals over there, look there.
You say you did that one spinning one, which one was spinning?
Behind me, look up there. The lure on that already. Casting case that's the only thing. It's just a bit of a heavy lure. Right, I'm going to start motoring over there. Brace yourself.
Right, so what am I doing? Am I tying straight on or do you...
Yeah, just tie it straight on. Oh, yeah. Ah!
Right, lure.
So hanging on here, there is. You probably want that lighter coloured one. That one. They're moving around quite a bit here. Yeah. Oh, that was a big fish that came out then. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Whoa. Oh. That's a nice little fish. There we go. So we popped our anchor. Oops. God. Calm down. We popped the anchor because we saw some birds working. And there we go. We're into a little shoulder bass. Hopefully we can find some bigger ones. This one's going to go back. He used to shit all over my arm. This one's going to go back. 42 centimetres is the legal limit at the moment. And 2 bass per angler. Cool. There's plenty around us. We've got them busting out all over the place around the boat. They'll be feeding on sprats or herring. We came into a shoal of bass a little while ago down here. And they spat out some little tiny herring they were feeding on. Ooh. Yeah, that'll do. God, look underneath the boat now, look. On the sounder.
Oh, right.
We're only fishing in, oh, little plucks. We're only fishing in 11 foot of water. Oh, blimey. Oh, yeah, fish on. Oh, he came off. Tell you what we can probably do for this. What did I do with it?
Oh, there's a float.
Yeah. Do you want a sinking lure?
What, I don't know.
I mean, something like that would work, and you could cast it a bit better if you wanted to.
Right.
What did I just do with the? There it is. Oopsie daisy. Right. You should be able to get a bit of a better view like this. A little bit dodgy with the phone, but we're going to go for it anyway. Is that camera angle any better, guys? Oh, there's a big fish come around the back of the boat then. Yeah, little, oh, they're sprats they're feeding on. I'll just see your seagull pull that out of the water then.
You sort of want to take a sprat?
Yeah. Yeah, they're little tiny sprats.
Okay.
Still struggling to pick them up though. They're pinning them down on the bottom quite well. I think you'll do good with that lure.
Okay.
What I would do is send it down to the bottom and then just slow retrieve up.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's a fish. Oh, it's not a bad size.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a better size. Oh, yeah.
Here comes some breeze.
Sorry?
Here comes some breeze.
Some breeze?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be hard to get out. For a second. Getting all messed up with the old fishing lines there. God, they're hard work to get out when he's gobbled them down like that. There we go.
They're still on the fire.
Eh?
Fish still on the fire.
Is there?
Yeah.
There we go.
You need to jam something in that day, stop it.
Yeah, well I'm
just put a bit of rag in it.
I'm just gonna, yeah. Now I'll tell you what I have got over here. There we go. Right. What's going on there, Dad? Is your lure broken?
Hey?
I said, what's going on then? Is your lure broken?
Yeah, I think it's worn out.
It's worn out from all the fish. Right, there's still fish showing on the sounder.
Yeah.
Hopefully we come across a nice size. Bit of a, I mean, do you remember last time we were fishing, we were finding lots of smaller ones
Yeah.
with the odd bigger one chucked in.
Yeah.
They seem to be a better stamp of fish these days. Right, should we move round into that shoal a bit more?
Yeah, go on then.
Right, we're just gonna, do you want to hold the camera or just brace it, just in case? There we go. Let me just turn you guys round so you can see what we're casting into here. Look, see all these gulls? What happens is the gulls are showing us where the bait fish are, and the bass won't be far behind them. stick with what we've got. Find it difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Little one. Oh, there he's in. Looks like it's going to be a better fish, Dad.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a nice fish. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, he's only a little one, not quite in size. He probably isn't. Oh yeah, look, put him against that. 42. Sorry, 42 centimetres is our legal limit.
36.
About 36, so he's going back.
Kept his gills right open.
Yeah.
Even when he was in the water, he still wasn't sure.
Coming into a nice patch of fish now, look.
Yeah.
Try and go right down to the bottom underneath the boat there.
Yeah, that's
Have you been trying that?
what I did on that last one, but he actually,
Took it on the...
he was on the, yeah, not far from the surface.
Yeah. Well, you're covering the whole wall
Yeah.
column if you
Yeah.
send it to the bottom. Oh!
Fuck it.
Right, we've got plenty of lures. I wonder if that gets eaten on the way down. Right. Get that hook out of the way, shall we?
Me?
Get that hook out of the way. Keep stands on it. Right, what do you want? A sinking lure?
Yeah.
Perfect. These are the shads. They're the shads that we were picking them up behind the boat with last time.
Okay, cheers.
Put the boat forward.
Okay.
Inglorious, how we oops. Glorious, how we doing? We're into a shoulder bass on the top waters there. They're still proving a bit difficult to hook up with though. Right, everyone following it then.
Just do a simple plug now.
Yeah, yeah, you've got to try and keep the braid loop open because it'll close on you.
Yeah, I tied on it, okay, but as I tightened it up, it actually pulled down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got to go more with the braid, more turns.
Yeah.
Well, I'm struggling with this lure a little bit, so changes in here, keeping it. Going to move us round again. Sorry. Get out a little bit. Than that because it's only 7 foot of water. Bite then.
Look. Look.
Pecking at it.
Yeah. And again. Oh. And I was just below the surface that last one.
Was it? just like that. They're pretty much gone.
Birds have stopped, haven't they?
Yeah. Right. Bring it in a sec, Dad. Gonna come round on this last little. Gonna have to follow that. Yeah, plenty on the bottom, Dad. Go straight down.
Okay.
See it, the shoal's broken up, I think. Still plenty of fish on the bottom. I'm going to go onto a sinking lure and see if I can pick out something.
Try what?
I'm going to go onto a sinking lure too.
Alright.
See if I can find something. What do we want? Maybe something like this. Yeah, I can hear the turns. Noisy gets, isn't they? Yeah, it's loads under the boat right now. Should be finding them. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, 12 foot. Well, the birds have stopped working now, but the sounder is still shoving fish on the bottom. So the bass might have pinned the bait down underneath. amazing how quick they disappear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something for dinner. Morning everyone. We've had a few bass on the lures. We set up anchor earlier, and then behind us a big shoal of bass came through, so we pulled the anchor and we're just having a little trot around at the moment. I had a couple of bass, Dad managed one. I probably could have kept one of the fish I had, but I put it back in the hope that I was going to find a bigger one, but doesn't always work out. Don't like to keep too much. My girlfriend doesn't really eat much fish, so if I'm going to take home something, I'd rather just take home one decent fish for myself. And I said they're gone, Dad.
Yep.
They're gone. Oh, he's in. Looks like a good fish. Is it? Was that on the top or the bottom?
That was at the bottom.
Oh, it comes through a big shoulder of fish under the boat now.
I should say this nice.
36. Yeah. There we go. All we need is a hose on the boat to create a shoal of, you know, the tuna boats, they spray water out the side of the boat to fool the tuna into thinking it's a shoal of bait fish on the surface.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm sure you'll figure something out, don't you?
I have to bring another crew with a squirty bottle. Sorry?
There's a pump carried on the lifeboat.
Is that?
For pumping out sinking boats.
Yeah.
You could adapt that, I suppose. Honda engine on it.
I think so. I think so. We'll go back on to that bank, shall we? Scissors. Over here. They say the laws catch the fishermen. Look what I bought. It's called a whopper plopper. it's a surface lure, and when it spins around, it goes plop 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 plop, plop on the surface. Right. I think it's more for catfish and pike, but I couldn't help myself. Right, we're going to get back round on anchor. Yeah, I'll set it back right. Let's set this back up inside.
You set yet?
Yeah, we're good.
Coffee, I think.
Ooh.
That's one.
Yes, please.
There's a cup. Glass cup.
Yeah, you go.
There you go.
Thank you very much. That's nice to see the shoulder back is starting to work in here again.
Yeah.
I think if we were a bit quicker on the mark then we would have done a little bit better. Turn this off. Squeeze through. charging. Tell you what I'll do. There we go. We're charging now. Right. Back to the original plan now. Looking for the odd ray or smoothhound and some smaller species on the rag run.
Yeah, there's the flask.
Yeah, that's exactly what I bought.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, stainless.
Stainless inside. Yeah. It can be whacked about a bit then. I've gone through two and them other ones are really good. 12 hours. And it's hot in 12 hours.
Oh, this one does.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, it says here it keeps it hot or cold for 24 hours.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Depends what you mean by hot, doesn't it?
Yeah. Lukewarm.
Yeah.
There's the old patch of fish coming through. Quite high up, 10 foot under the boat.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's worth just dropping a lure down. So 5, 10, 15. Might get in the way a little bit, but
Just leave it dangling, right?
yeah, yeah, the boat does the work.
Yeah.
There you are, look, I'm set at 20 foot. That's the lure.
Right.
Is it? No, it's not. It's a fish. I think my anchor buoy's got a bit tangled. Staying well away from the boat, look. That's what I want. That's how I want that contraption to work. Keeps the buoy up in front of the boat.
Right.
People can see I'm anchor better.
Yeah.
It means I can motor off without worrying about catching the rope.
Yeah. Can I just suggest, Dave, while you're broadcasting to the world, do your flags up. Yeah, button flies. So, what way to go? Like, what made you buy this?
When I went to Whiteley to pick up Vic's engagement ring, she phoned me. She went, "Where are you?" Because she finished work early, and I went, "I'm down in Whiteley." She said, "What are you there for?" I was like, "Oh, just buying a pair of jeans." So I had to, once I left the shop buying the ring, I had to go and find a pair of cheap jeans. This is them. Otherwise I would have come home with nothing. It's just
Your engagement jeans.
my engagement jeans, yeah. Slash fishing jeans.
So does Vic know why that's why you've got those jeans?
Yeah. She does now. Lovely. Well, cleaned this boat the other day.
You did?
Yeah. All the mould off these sides. All the sides are going mouldy.
Yeah.
It's because it's grainy, so it lets stuff collect on it.
Yeah.
Didn't take long for it to get dirty again. What's everyone got to say for themselves? Bold chap fishing, morning, glorious morning. David Schofield. We've had a few bass, mate, and on the lures, and a few small fish, dogfish. Morning, Jan. How you doing? It was worth the move. Yeah, I know what'll happen. We'll get stuck into a. Glad you see your dad keeping you under control today. Yeah. It was a good move, but I think we were slightly too late. Some of them shoals of bass, me and Dad got into them probably about a month or two ago now in the Solent, and they lasted for the majority of the afternoon. But sometimes they'll pop up and they'll be gone within 10 minutes. But, no doubt, once we get back into the fishing, another shoal will pop up and we won't be able to help ourselves. The offshore bassing is going well. Ray McLaren went out yesterday.
Yeah.
They had lots of fish.
Decent size.
Yeah. They're right out in the channel. I think what Ray does quite often is he goes wrecking and he'll stop in the channel for the bass on the way through. It's too far really for me. It's like 20 miles off the corner of the island.
Activity.
Fish? Got avionics on your phone?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, so. Takes a while to load up sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does that every now and then. Just a sec.
Oh, loaded.
Can't remember your passwords. Let me just see how we're set on the bank. I think if I mess around on the phone, I'll end up continuing live. I think we've come a little bit behind the bank.
Mhm. It's getting chilly again.
You don't have relief shading on it.
What do you mean I don't have
Oh, you do.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not quite on the mark.
Right. What direction are we off?
Slightly. It's up in front of us, so we're. I mean, what you wanted to see this bank here. You want to be anchored on that, fishing down the back of it. We're anchored here, fishing. There is. I mean, we're right on a fishing mark, ground down fishing mark. So
Yeah.
you know there might be something here. I think we'll pick up scrappy bits of congers and stuff in all this rough ground
Yeah.
we're fishing into. You've got yours set in meters.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we'll see how we go.
I've got yours set in feet.
Your feet, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just leave it meters. Tides are in meters.
wonder if I can have a look on this a sec without buggering up the live.
Enjoys it.
We're not far off. Have you? Or you were casting it?
Yeah, I thought it would be right.
So what happened then? Did the catches come undone?
Yeah, it's got a sort of safety thing. As much as you could have. If it comes undone, it's still got
A little bit of
you've got a last chance.
Yeah.
I might get a different strap.
Can you not get that one made so it's a bit stronger? Or can you
Well, I've fiddled around with it. Just
give it a bit more of a bend?
clips in.
Suppose, is it silver?
No,
No, it was steel.
stainless.
Yeah. If you bend them too many times, it'll end up
Yeah.
snapping.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't know these straps. I bought it years ago. It came with a leather strap.
Right.
I bought this strap years ago. They go for about 300 or 400 quid now. Straps.
Just the straps. You can't get hold of them anymore.
No, they don't make them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, here's that easterly breeze.
Yeah, it's a chill now, isn't it?
Made the right choice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it would have been uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Wind's just starting to pick up a little bit now. We've got this easterly breeze coming through. It's not going to get much worse than what this is here now, but around the back of the island it would have been horrible. The swell runs through, picks up very quick down there. It makes it a little bit dangerous, especially getting back. When you come back from the shark grounds, you've got to come around the Needles, and if you've got a flooding tide with the easterly wind over the Needles, it picks up a big swell over a bit of reef that you have to cross, and it can be very dangerous at some point. So it was worth calling it off. I wouldn't have been able to sit there all day feeling comfortable. I would have been worrying about the trip home all day. Lots of sea trout coming out of Southampton at the moment.
So,
People luring for bass are picking them up.
yeah.
Think it might be worth. We'll give it a few hours here. If we haven't anything, we'll go sit down off a hillhead cliff. They run through there. They run up on the shallow ground through there as they're going in Southampton.
Right.
People pick them up at Raglan and Bluey.
Right, okay.
It'll be an interesting catch.
Yeah, I'll be up for that. Oh, the tone on the anchor now, isn't it?
Yeah. You never get a great deal of tide here anyway, so once there's a bit of wind, it takes over. Fish?
No. Just shift to get anything on the boat.
Yeah, we came out of Nick Gill. Do you remember about 5 years ago, I think it was, we had a really good cod season. There were cod everywhere. Mick brought us out on this. It was super foggy. Once we got out of Portsmouth Harbour,
that wasn't with me.
no, you couldn't see where you were at all.
Yeah.
We motored for about sort of half an hour, and he said, right, we'll set up here. And the image I had where we were in my head was not here. I imagined that I was, once the fog started lifting, I was going to see the Isle of Wight over here.
Right.
And I was off the corner, you know, a sort of nav sort of way. But before the fog lifted, we had about 5 cod. And it started lifting. I was like, we off for Leon Solent? And he's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Why are we catching cod here? And he's like, just works when it's on these big tides.
Right.
Yeah, I think we had about 15 cod on the boat. All fishing just there. Just the whole squid. Steve was using his, it's called a water wolf camera. It's in line in your rig, so you can see your bait. It's underwater camera.
Yeah.
And he picked up a cod that he lost on the way in, and he had it on for a good 5 minutes. It was seriously digging down. He was worried about losing the camera at one point.
Right.
It unhooked itself eventually. He brought it up, and it mixed. Oh, it's probably just a big conger. Probably just a big conger. We watched the footage back. It was a big cod. Probably a good 20.
I didn't even know he had that camera.
I think still got it. We must have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We work hard off him actually for some of the fishing we do. I'll tell you what I'd like to do. When we're out sharking around the back of the island, I don't know, Phil would. I won't pick up. I think it's got a light on it. Be interesting to see. Drag the ground round there. See if there's any. Because I mean, sometimes when I'm drifting for the shark, we put baits down and drift them. You never pick up anything unless the mackerel about. Then you pick up bass doing it. Be interesting to see what the bottom's like. Whether there's life down there, whether it's just barren sand.
What depth?
You're drifting about 100, 130 foot.
Oh, so quite a pressure there. You need a camera that's going to resist the pressure.
Yeah, you'll probably have a depth maximum on it. If you still got
yeah,
paperwork, or I could probably Google it.
Yeah.
It's funny actually, when they first
My
came out.
little GoPro imitation probably wouldn't stand.
Well,
Well, them just
well,
spring it.
saying that, them cases that they go in are probably pressure proof, aren't they?
Well, they are to a certain depth, but you know,
Yeah.
what's 100 foot? Did you say 130?
130 foot, so Mick told me the
So that's sort
per
of
foot per pound
it's
is
sort of 40 meters, then, isn't it? That's
40 metres. I think it's £2 per foot. Google it. Yeah.
This is Google.
What's our anchor buoy there then?
That's where we're turning.
Yeah. What?
This has always makes me laugh. The things that come up when you start to type a question.
Yeah.
So I've typed pressure at 40, and the top one is pressure at 40,000 feet. Well, we don't want that. But another one is pressure at 40 weeks pregnant. 40 weeks.
40 weeks.
That's a long pregnancy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, how many weeks is in 9 months?
Well, I think typical pregnancy is about 36 weeks.
36 weeks, yeah.
It's 5 atmospheres. So
5 atmospheres, okay.
So that's an atmosphere is about £15.
Right. So 15 times 5.
Is 65, isn't it?
£65 of pressure.
Is it 65? My arithmetic. Pretty sure.
Or put it this way, actually. One of Mick's friends was around the back of the island, and they were in some shallow ground. So in about, I think it was in 10 metres of water. And he looked over the side. He said it was clear as day. He could see the bottom. It's one of them days where it was crystal water.
Yeah.
And he could see a bronze cannon.
Right.
So he put a marker pot on it. Came back with divers, and the swell was a 2-foot swell. So when the divers took them down, he had to bring them up because the swell was making them lift. In the swell, 2 metre swell. So they were lifting 2 metres up and down the bottom. If that's enough to get the bends.
Right.
So he had to bring them in. Otherwise they'll get all bent up.
Yeah.
And that's only in 10 metres of water. So.
Yeah, it depends how long you're down there.
Sorry?
It depends how long you're down there. It's how much you go down to a good old depth.
Yeah.
As long as you're down and come up fairly quick.
Yeah. In fact, when I first bought my first VHF handheld, or when I was kayak fishing, I was listening to a pan, and it was a woman that had got the bends somewhere around the Isle of Wight somewhere.
Yeah.
They sent a helicopter out.
Yeah.
They were unsure on how bad she had the bends, but they knew she'd had it because she was going dizzy and struggling to breathe and things.
Yeah.
We saw the helicopter going over us. It's a quiet morning. All we'll do is we'll fish this for a little while, and we'll come along to another mark, bit further west. That I think we'll pick up some thornbacks on it. That's for sure. But I think we'll be in with a small chance of finding the odd sea trout. This time of year, the sea trout are running up in the Southampton water. When people are fishing this mark off the beach, they're quite often picking up the sea trout, usually on fish baits or ragworm. So we'll give that a go. Easterly.
Yeah. How long are you going to stay?
Well, you'll give another 15 minutes there. Send another bait down. That's very nice on this mark with this wind like this.
Yeah, where do you think we're going next?
We'll make sure we're back by sort of 12, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Otherwise, put it on someone else's morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got a big tide like this as well. If you come too much, about 2 hours after high water, that tide's flying out so fast. It's really hard to get back on the mooring. How many people? How many people? We can put this down here now, you know. Now the sun's out of the way. We have got 8 people at the moment, sort of flicking between 8 and 15.
And where are they?
Anyone remember Jack? Morning. He's catch you later, Dave. Let's go back to the last message. Morning, Dave. What lures we're using? We're using. I'll show you. Using Rapala lures. I always like to try and use the ones that have got a joint in the middle. They swim better. These ones got rattles in. When the bass are up on the top surface, it's good to use these. They it's good fun. Quite often you can see the take. But you've got to try and always say try and match the hatch. So whatever the fish are feeding on, try and get them lures the same. So if they're feeding on little smelts, you want something like.
It's over there.
Something like that. They're very close to a sand smelt. Watching from Australia.
Wow.
Hope the channel grows, Dave. Good to see live boat fishing. Thank you very much.
Hello, Australia.
Hello. What time is it in Australia at the moment? Yeah, sorry, the lures. Yeah, you want to try and match whatever the fish are feeding on. Thought Will was going to be with you. No pro. Your dad's cool. No problem. Your dad's cool. Well, that was lucky then. Glad you you like that. Yeah, no, Will was going to come out sharking. We were going to go out sharking today. The place where we were supposed to be going, the easterly wind will make it dangerous. So because we're only doing a bit of normal bait fishing, just using up the bait from yesterday's session, Will's decided he's going to go and buy something that he's been looking for a little while for his boat, and it's a perfect opportunity to get it today. So he'll be out in the week. I think we're going to go out in one of the evenings in the week, so keep an eye out for that one. It's 6 in the arvo. 6 in the afternoon. Very nice. Do you guys do a bit of fishing over there? There's a YouTube channel I watch. It's an Australian guy called Sammy Hitsky Fishing Adventures. It's brilliant. He loads up a video most Sundays. He does all sorts of excellent fishing. I'd love to go over there for the big game that he fishes for, sharks and tuna.
That's the oldest guy, is it?
No, no, he's probably about my age.
I came across something the other day that was.
It's a ginger guy.
I don't remember what colour his hair was, but he was digging worms off a beach.
Oh no, that's Didio.
Right, he was dragging a bit of fish head or something.
Yeah.
Pulling out worms.
Yeah.
This long.
Yeah, they're they're like a cross between a lugworm and a ragworm.
Yeah.
But that's yeah, he gets the fish oils across the sand, and then they poke their heads up.
Yeah.
He digs them out with his fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Didio. They do a lot of fishing. I think he's called Didio. His grandson or granddaughter calls him Didio. So that's what he's named his channel. Yeah.
Synchronised rod bending.
Oh, you got a bite on the white rod then. A little tap. So he's going to about Will, watch from Australia. I don't remember Jack Hargreaves. No, who's Jack Hargreaves? Yeah.
Jack Hargreaves is the old bloke who used to broadcast from
Morning,
the New
Barry.
Forest.
He used to broadcast from the New Forest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the name of the programme. He was on How as well.
Oh, that's How for Now. Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Why'd you say that anyway? What? Do you think he looks like Jack Hargreaves?
Probably a similar age at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jack Hargreaves lived in the New Forest, and he was just into all the sort of country ways.
Right.
He used to talk about walking sticks or making hurdles out of hazel and this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But he was into his fishing. He died many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great programme. I'm just trying to remember the name of the programme.
I was watching some old. What's that Australian fisherman? Kisses all his fish.
Kisses his fish.
Yeah. God, what's his name?
Is that legal?
I don't know. Yeah, as well. Yeah. Yeah, he gives him a kiss before he puts them back every time. I can't think of his name. Really famous. Oh God, it's going to wind me up. That is. Google it.
Australian fish kisser.
Yibbida yibbida, he always used to say.
What about our Australian?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. There's an Australian fisherman kisses all his fish. God, it's going to wind me up. What's his name? You're going to have to Google it.
Yeah, I'm worried about what I'm going to find.
Yeah,
if I put an Australian fish kisser.
Just put Australian fisherman yibbida yibbida. However you spell that. That was his sort of catchphrase. Yibbida yibbida.
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 Rex Hunt.
Rex Hunt, that was his name. I watched some of that the other day. I used to watch that. It used to be on before school, so I used to get up at. I think I used to leave for school at about 7:45. I used to get up half an hour early to watch it in the morning, and I used to think it was brilliant. And I watched some of the old stuff. And he's an odd bloke. He does some very strange stuff. I tell you what, when you get home tonight, go on YouTube, watch some Rex Hunt fishing.
Oh, okay.
You'll see what I mean. He went to a little island in Australia to do some fishing on one of the things, and he had. Do you know you get the chalk horses in the countryside in Downs? He had some of his team go over and put "Welcome Rex" in chalk on one of the mountains. So when he flew across in the helicopter, he said, "Oh," he said, "look," he said, the island had welcomed me." And then it says in one of the bits at the end, he said, "Yeah," he said, "that was actually one of our crew went over and did that before we got there." Strange man. This Sammy hits me fishing in Australia. I was watching the other day. They went out off the Gold Coast and they're fishing in it's 1,500 foot of water, and
big reels then.
They were using electric reels, but he decided to they were looking for swordfish, so they put a light on the bait and they send that down. They usually use like a brick on light mono so they can pull the lead off, so they're not reeling that in, just reeling the fish in. But he hooked a thresher shark. It took him 4 hours to get it in. They got in, it was about 800-pound fish. He got it in, it was bitten in half.
Oh.
800-pound shark, completely chewed to bits. It looked more like a pack of sharks had probably hammered it than one big one. But it was just a head and a tail, and there was just bone running through the middle, cartilage. It had been completely shredded, but you could see the point that it does it. So he's about halfway through the fight, and then it goes crazy for a little bit, and it's dead weight all the way up. They get different freshers to us. Big eye freshers.
Right.
We get ours is called pelagic fresher.
Yeah.
They get big eye, and you get long nose as well. Long nose fresher. I've gone through the photos, the two freshers I've had. One of them's only got a very short tail. The other one's got a massive, long 5-foot tail. And I'm wondering if that was a different species or whether it was just stunted, or it could be a female and a male. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the time?
9:09. We took it yesterday. We got down to Gaffers yesterday and it was Mediterranean looking.
Yeah.
Flat ground.
That's what it looked like this morning.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Is that Morse code?
I don't know.
Worst.
It was whatever he'd done it twice.
There is, yeah. I don't know all the different horn blasts. There's one. It's one long one. Is I'm here.
Yeah.
We had a boat do that yesterday. So
Right.
Similar container ship.
Yeah.
But if it's five long blasts,
Get out of the way.
get out of the way.
Yeah. I'm not stopping it.
Coming through.
Yeah.
So he didn't get to the 5 long blasts. So his opening blast must have done the trick.
Right.
But there's other ones where 2 short blasts means I'm manoeuvring a stern to port, or so, it's quite complicated stuff.
Yeah.
It's all in the coal regs, which you should know, of course, Dave.
Oh, I know all the coal regs. Oh yeah, do you know that book you gave me, the VHF book?
Yeah.
It's out of date. They've changed it.
What have they changed?
Well, he said, oh, I don't know. In the end, he said, here's a book for everyone. I said, I've already got one at home. He said, you can't. I said, what do you mean I can't? I've got one at home. He said, when did you get it? And I said, well, Dad gave it to me. He works at Gaffer's Lifeboats. And I said, he gave it to me a few months ago. And he went, no, it's changed. I said, what's changed then? He said, I can't remember what it was. There was something that's changed.
Right.
I think it was something silly. Something about the MMI. Can't remember now. But something's out of date now.
I can look up what the edition changes.
Yeah.
Not going to affect me because.
I wonder where we can tuck out the wind. Don't know if I want to go right round to Salt. It's the tide through there will be round the eastern side of the Solent will be mental. Be about 2.5 knots. I did a night session out here a few weeks ago, and the lights on the. You got something on there? What is the sailor's arsehole? Is his muscle down there then?
It is.
That's good.
So what have I got to see?
Is he eating it?
Yeah. He's eating his squid.
Show the camera that. Can you see that, guys? I think you probably can.
It's in shadow, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that better view? It's big sea anemone. He's munching squid anyway. How do we get this? Let's be back. Right, I think we go down Hillhead now, shall we?
Okey doke.
There must be black mud down there, look.
Yeah, I've got it on me. Christ, I'm around the front of the boat.
Sorry?
Around the
Yeah.
front of the boat.
Yeah, that wind's finally,
Right round,
finally
yeah.
got stronger than the tide.
Yeah. Oh, look at it.
Little pout. Yeah, I think I've got something on here actually.
talking days.
Yeah. Not what we want to see, really.
You haven't done your laundry since last I saw you, Dave.
They've never been on that. They've been on the boat for a year. Sometimes they get a little swish around in the seat.
It's getting quite cold now, isn't it?
It is. Sim easterlies, it always brings a chill, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh look, it must be park run along the Leon Solent. Can you see the wall?
Oh yeah. Now, we were live baiting for bass. Little pout like this, just hooked between the two fins at the back so they swim. If you hook them in the front, they won't swim. Hook them through the back. Perfect live bait for the bass there. Right. We're gonna have a little move. We're going to have a little move down to a shallow mark. It might be a little bit better. Wonder if we can turn the camera around so you can see where you're heading. worries me that. Go for a fuel line or something.
Nice and warm now, the breeze is
Yeah.
ineffective.
Something that can bolt onto there and swing inside the cab. Ideal wind for your boat then?
About 3 or 4
miles per hour.
force.
Huh? Force? Oh, okay, yeah. So, okay, 10 to 15 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Something like what this is now.
It'll go a little bit more than this, but
Yeah. Comfortable. peg wall. What?
And the car park at the same time.
Really? That's private land though, isn't it? Oh, this place.
No, it's council car park.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just hold him out of the way a sec.
Channel a fine view of your builder's bum then.
Did you?
Yeah,
You turn it round on me.
I did.
What'd you do that for? Right. What I'm gonna do. Let's have a little fiddle around with the camera again. Sorry guys, I'm just going to get this camera set up a bit better. There we go. That's better, isn't it?
Now, why didn't you think of that before?
Well, sometimes it needs another set of eyes cast over it, doesn't it?
Have we set on the anchor?
Yeah, we're good. All back. Behind you a sec. Sloppy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we've come to another mark now. Just getting set up.
Very deep, isn't it?
Sorry?
Not very deep.
We're only in 19 foot of water. So what we've got is, this is a little hole compared to the rest of this beach.
Yeah.
Thornback like to set up in that.
Right.
Don't need much for a thornback, it's strange. Me and Ed found another mark the other side of the Solent and it was very similar to this and I thought, I wonder if I could find a thornback on it. So we fished it for a few hours and Ed had one on. Just that little bit of dip they just like to get in. Whether it's because there's shellfish in it because it never comes, it's always underwater. Or whether it's just so they get out of time. Tide's still bad now.
Yeah.
It's going to make for interesting fishing.
Do you want another cookie?
I'd love one. Let's have a little bit of bait. Oh. Yeah, give it a swell. A bit of knuckle in that.
Was there?
Thank you very much.
A bit of a Kit Kat. Do you want a bit of Kit Kat?
No.
Okay, what's the time? Is it time for 11? 9:43. Well, it seems like 11 because I had breakfast at 4:30.
We got. Morning, mate. Ed Pond. Morning, mate.
Hello, Ed.
I just stopping by and leave a thumbs up. Tight lines. Thank you very much. There's a myth that he had divers putting fish on. Oh, is that Rex Hunt? Sorry guys, it's sloppy out here today. Now, do you ever use your Kit Kat as a straw? Bite either end off.
I have done that. It's not a good way to chew.
Fantastic.
It's not a good way to chew a Kit Kat.
Oh.
I'll show you the ideal way to eat a Kit Kat.
The ideal way.
Yeah, you bite off the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you can bite off some of the top chop.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Yeah. Then dunk it.
No, then you bite off the side chop. Both sides.
Yeah. And then you dunk it.
No,
No, you just eat. Yeah.
you don't just bite it off.
Right. Do you still put chocolate in the freezer?
Maltesers, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, there was a question on the radio the other day because of Easter eggs and that. Is do you keep your chocolate in the fridge or in the cupboard? And they got a chocolatier on the radio, and they asked him the question. He said, "Well," he said, "I'm going to sit on the fence." He said, "Because I like my chocolate frozen. So I put my chocolate in the freezer. I like it super cold. I like it to melt in my mouth. I want it to crumble and then melt in my mouth." But he said, "You can keep it in the cupboard." He said, "If you want a quick snack, you want it to be easy to eat, keep it in the cupboard." And they said, "So what is it, cold or not?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to stay on the fence."
Well, I like it hot as well. I have chocolate in my porridge.
Chocolate in your porridge? Really? You can't quite see the rod tips, but don't worry, they're not moving. Can you hear them birds making a racket?
That's the haven, is it? Toads. It sounds like it, doesn't it?
It's absolutely in there with small fish.
I think it's the most I've found where I am now on the pontoon. It's away from the main road. And all you can hear is the birds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sleepover is a more attractive option there as well.
Yeah. A camp out in the boat for the night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for the hell of it.
Nearly slept in this. When I was kind of caught, the idea was I was going to put the bed down on the floor and then put the cover back over, which I can pin on to the last bed. I could pin the sides and the front, and it would have been enough. But I opted for sleeping in the van eventually.
Probably more comfortable and warm.
It was bloody freezing.
Was it?
And I stayed for 3 nights. When I moved in the van, there was something that creaked.
Oh,
And I searched for it. Turns out it was a spade that's behind a bit of deck. So when I moved, it drove me mental. One night I got up and I was stripping stuff and going, "Oh, it's still creaking, where is it?" But because it's in the van, it echoes around, you can't find it. Fish.
have you?
So,
Small fish.
right, just dropped off. Did, just dropped off. You can tell when it's in and it's been at it. It's almost like they suck the colour out of the water.
Right.
Keep streaming.
you met Jeff Holt?
Jeff Holt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he does his wet wheels.
Yeah.
Wheelchair.
Yeah.
What about doing a fishing session for himself? One of the guys down at Gaffers is one of their fitters. Right. He was out with them yesterday. We did an exercise with him yesterday actually.
Yeah.
If you fancy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll chat with him.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing a bit of crewing or whatever. Did you take his boat out?
No, it's a cat. It's a cat work boat.
Yeah.
And it's specially adapted. It was built especially for us.
Oh right. Yeah.
Apparently, Jeff Holt got money together, about 70 grand, and approached this builder and said, you know, I need so and so and so and so. And the builder said, how much have you got? He said, well, 70 grand. He said, get what you need for the apparently it's a price.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of fully adapted. It's got strapped down to the chairs. It's got a gate that opens in the side, ramp on the side.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah, I fishing. Good thing for him to do.
Yeah. So does it take people out fishing especially,
I
or
don't know.
is it just boat trips?
I've no idea.
I know he does. I know you used to do a bit. Yeah.
I'll speak to it's Alan Rackman.
Right. Yeah. Have you had anything yet, boys? We found a little shoal of bass earlier, and we had I don't know, four bass, I think, 3 or 4 bass on the lures. But we've just moved marks because the easterly wind is stronger than the tide now. So where we were fishing before, our lines were coming out the front of the boat, and it was awkward fishing. Easterlies do kill the fishing as well. When the wind's in the east, fish is the least. But what we've done is we've come down onto a little mark and hope for a thornback ray, and the outside chance that we find a sea trout. I know the sea trout run through this little spot here where we are. We shall see. We might get lucky. We had a few dogfish on the anchor and pout earlier. Did we have a whiting? I don't think we did we?
No.
No, just a few pout and dogfish.
And the bass.
And some bass, yeah. What's he doing over there then?
Hey?
What's this boat over here doing? Dropping some. Is it a race?
Yeah, they're dropping racing boats. Yeah.
Am I in the way?
No. Well, you can't be in the way. You're just lost.
Yeah. The Waffy's like to use here as a waypoint though. Do you think Mum would be able to recover something like this, or is that too much for her?
It's quite a special job.
Is it? Yeah.
But funny enough, I saw a van in Ferm the other day that was called custom seat covers.
Okay. It's all starting to split up a little bit, and especially this back edge.
Yeah.
It's all torn up. at some point, I think I mentioned you before, I'm going to change the pedestals for storage boxes.
Yeah.
Might even get new seats. Is that rotted?
Split.
Split.
I always get a wet arse on this seat though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Regret that, don't you? Yeah. I mean, I might buy. I think the seats from Warrior directly, over 130 quid each. Are not cheaper than your speaker. If you want to look at it like that.
Yeah, but I only need one speaker.
Yeah. I only need one seat. I'm just nice that I give other people a seat as well.
That boat's the one that you talk about buying.
Yeah.
That's only got one seat in the cabin.
Yeah. Some people put, you know, disabled toilets. You've got like a little fold down seat. So it's just a little bit of plastic basically.
Yeah.
Some people put them on the back of the doors. So you, when you go out fishing, you close your doors up and then they fold down.
Right, okay. Or you put a bucket underneath as well.
No, I don't mean like a toilet seat.
Oh, I see.
So do you know in a disabled bathroom?
Oh, right.
It's like in the changing rooms they have little
So you can
folders,
sit-
so you can sit down and yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna line the boat with toilet seats. People will get the wrong idea.
Well, we're in the middle of the ice all day.
What race is this then? Is it club race or something? They cut through the water so well, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine me going along that speed now. Is it displacement hole? Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why the live chat keeps going off. The live chat normally stays on the screen, but I have to keep pressing it. Come on, fish. Nick had a soul yesterday. Did you? Which is, keep it. Yeah, took it home. We had that on just round the corner of Hurst. A little set of sand fingers that place and race. And put that on there, which is interesting. So they've come in early. Thinking about getting up to that Southampton mark
Yeah.
for an evening session.
Serious races, they got their own uniform. See the parent symbol on the board is on the back of the jacket.
Oh yeah. And if there's money involved in this, then
Yeah. Well, more money to win. If it's a rich man's sport, that sort of racing.
Yeah.
Those sails are made of Kevlar.
Oh, the Kevlar sails. Get out. He's got megaphone for his crew. I suppose if someone doesn't hear something. Blimey. See if I can show you what we're watching at. We've got a sailing race going on around us. Told you I'd use you as a waypoint. Some serious sailing boats there. Now they won't be in much water now. They'll only be in about 9 foot of water on the other side of that. Chris Collins.
Hey?
Chris Collins is on the live.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, our Chris?
I don't know. Chris Collins, are you Chris, my brother, or are you another Chris Collins? Anyway, we're out in the Solent. I assume it's Chris. He said, where are you? Sorry about that, guys. We had a phone call then and it interrupts the live. Dad is catching everything but fish at the moment. He's had a sea anemone, he's had a dog whelk, he's had a cluster of sea squirts. No fish. Well, I might have quite to eat. Crap out of the woodwick for that. Big knives to use that. Piece of plastic to get through the hole. Yeah. Football, fenders. Useful. Always done this sort of silence. Rubbish. I don't think the water pits it out. It just travels up and back and forth through that section. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I was just thinking of your comment that you couldn't have music on, nice to I heard listening on the radio this morning, it's some in a town in America, police force, they were dealing with an incident and they blasted out loud music from the vehicle to prevent people streaming. So while they were dealing with an incident, they broadcast music, copyright music, off the radio or something, over their loudspeaker system, so that anyone who was videoing the incident could post that online.
Oh, right. Oh.
But it was in the middle of the night, apparently. The mayor of the town insisted they stop because they were just going to sleep.
I suppose if it's a family dispute or something, you don't want it posted all over the internet.
Just for the start. You hear people shouting water.
Water.
It means get out of the way. Give me water.
Oh, right.
So depending on which attack a boat is on, whether they're on the start attack or the attack, they have right of way. Two boats across the breeze. I can't remember. I think starboard attack. So that's priority.
Right in the middle of a bloody sailing race. up the anchor there. Yeah. Looks it. So if everyone's all these people that are this side of the once it goes off, we'll have to go back to the starting line and then start.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it may be these might be really different boats. These guys up there. These ones,
Yeah.
getting ready to start. Oh no, he's taking that. So he's just riding that one.
Yeah, they're all going very slow over here.
See the one listen to the
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already passed those and we're going to go back and recross it.
Yeah. Well, it's a quiet old day. We're probably not going to give it a great deal longer out here. What we may do is we might end this live now anyway, because it's not great. And keep you updated with the next sharking trip. We'll be live for that. And there may be a few evenings in the week that we'll get out. Thank you, mate. Sky Warrior. Yeah, we'll probably be packing up shortly. But if we do go live, I'll schedule a few lives in the week, and I'll schedule one for the next sharking trip. We'll just have to keep an eye on the weather and the tides. But cheers for coming on, and cheers for all the likes, and we'll see you on the next one.